When we last left our heroes, they had discovered a horrific sight in the compound of the Free Traders. Deep within their experimental laboratory compound, deep beneath the city, they found a series of cages containing normal citizens that are in various, let's say, stages of decomposition, with not much information to go on. And seeing this horrific sight, the only thing that remained clear to them is that the mastermind behind this, one Fumadin Flamoxide, must be stopped. And Garrett rushed off to seek out his vengeance, donning the cowl of the Wraith, as the remaining party members stayed back to oversee the survivors, or those that don't look to be as contaminated as the rest. They broke 3 women out of their cage, and unfortunately, during some, let's say, conversation with one of the men in their cage, Wolfgang may or may not have been exposed to some less than savory materials. How will they make their way out of this? What will they choose to do next? We can only find out as we continue our adventures in the sewers. Those are words that I used.
I bereave.
So, you guys are, with basically 3 what you believe to be unharmed female refugees, and you still have the cage full of the dead or dying men locked.
And Garrett ran off.
Yeah, Garrett ran off a few minutes ago while you were dealing with these men. Or before you started dealing with these men.
Now, I did notice that these people were glowing slightly, correct?
Yes. Yeah, their skin gave off kind of like a pale glow, almost as if their muscles kind of gave off a little bit of light.
I'm going to detect magic.
Okay. Nothing about them seems magical.
Okay. I look at my arm.
Nothing about it seems... other than your innate, natural magic energy, nothing about it seems different.
Oh, Wolfgang just shakes his head. Casts prestidigitation a few times on his arm, and
if that were an actual method for cleaning things, like, yeah, your clothes. You got the sweaty sewage gob that the man was rubbing on you off your arm.
He just shrugs and looks to the rest of them. What's the plan?
I'm going to start helping the women dress in the uniforms.
Now, from what I remember, forgive me, it's been a little while, were there still 2 guards at the front of the gate place where we entered?
In front of this particular tunnel?
Yeah.
There weren't 2 guards stationed out there. There are a few people just kind of like wandering around out there.
No, I mean those 2 guys we walked past because we were waiting to get past.
Oh, those guys, yeah, they are at the very entrance of the compound.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
So, what is your call as you are, Twig has, assisted these women in getting dressed, especially the one that is currently visibly pregnant, taking extra care to help her get fit in.
Does it look pretty convincing?
It's a full body garb, and they wear masks, so it's at a glance they look normal. Maybe a little shorter. The clothes probably don't fit them as well as they would fit, the men that were in them. But aside from them maybe being a size or 2 too big, they look passable at a glance.
I think we should get them out of here.
Well, that goes without saying, but how?
Got those guards at the front of the place. The thing is, we still need to find out what they were doing. I know rescuing the people was top priority, but alternatively, what's the other area?
I really wish Garrett didn't run off, because he could have probably escorted them out. There is something I could do.
Yeah, and?
I could turn into a giant ox and just charge my way out with them on my back.
I mean, that hole to get in here was a little bit small.
Was it? How big was it?
Getting in here, it's the size of a medium creature. I mean, it's like a medium creature would probably be able to fit through it just fine. And these are sewer tunnels, so the ox would probably you'd probably scrape your horns on the side a little bit, but you'd probably be fine.
I don't think there's any getting out of having a fight, though.
And there is also the other tunnel that you have not traveled down yet in the central cross of this area.
Running low on time here. If we're gonna fight our way out, we'd probably do it sooner rather than later.
Okay.
While we still have some air of secrecy.
Alright, so what's the call to action?
I think we're gonna... I say we get these people out of here first.
Okay.
Like, just make a absolute warpath to the exit. Drop them off somewhere where they can hide.
Above game, should one of us stand by the one way? Because we've gone two of the ways. We've not gone the third direction. That's the direction of the experiment room. Should one of us...
Yeah,
we should stick together. Because if one of us stays behind and gets completely surrounded, we're fucked. So... I honestly think we should charge out the one exit. Like, let these three out, put them somewhere temporarily, and then charge right back in.
They'll be ready for us if we go out that way, though. We charge out. If we fight them, they'll be ready. Right now, we have the element of surprise.
Yeah, and I'm fast, so I could just go, like, run.
Yeah, I got those two guards on the outside, so we gotta take them out.
Yeah, but I'll run past them, and at that point they'll notice me, and then I'll be gone by that point. And if they stand in my way, I just,
And I do, like, a motion of, like, two horns, like, hitting my palm, like...
What do you think, Wolfgang?
It looks back at the women. They're in disguises now, right?
Yeah, they're in the full plague doctor mask and black hood look that you've seen from the gentleman around the same that you were wearing before you gave yours up to them.
I think we should try to keep the element of surprise as long as possible.
Okay. Then what do we do?
Seeing as they're already disguised, they could try and make their way out. We could ghost them.
I'll go with whatever you think.
Asma rubs his scaly chin.
What do you mean by ghost? I don't understand what that means. Like, out of character.
Well, like shadow them, like...
Oh, like follow
like,
them.
Yeah.
But we don't have disguises anymore. We had to give up ours for them to wear them.
One of you still has a disguise. Garrett gave you his.
Oh, that's right. We have a fourth. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Asmo that kept his.
Okay.
Then Asmo or myself or someone should take them, escort them out. Yeah, that's a better idea.
Asmo immediately starts taking off the disguise.
You're better with them than I am. I killed a couple of their friends.
Asmo starts taking off his clothes.
Do I have to be a criminal again?
You can come in whatever cover you want when you go out there. Just make sure that you can't have that guy stop you guys.
Okay, I will do my best.
Whatever you do, say like there's an emergency and like those people need to get out right now. Or something like that. We'll be behind in case shit goes south, though. Right?
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, Wolfgang. You know what that means.
Asmo pulls out his gun knuckle and the fire ant.
Wolfgang whips out Requiem and unsheathes Crescendo.
Out of curiosity, which one's your main hand?
Crescendo will be in my main hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna try gun knuckle. Actually, gun
Blast.
knuckle will
It's
be
blaster
my
knuckle.
Blaster knuckle will be my offhand.
All right. Just wearing it as a gauntlet over there.
Yes. I also realized I made a mistake, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong campaign.
I don't see how that's my. I mean, you should probably jump over to the other one.
Yeah. I fixed that.
There you go.
There you are.
Welcome.
I was like, "Where's my blaster knuckle on Borky?" Oh wait, that's good. That's good stuff right there. That's to get there.
Well, you're back. All right. So you guys are gonna head out that way.
All right, I will sneak with these ladies.
All right. You start sneaking out towards the, walking away from the area that smell is just unconscionable. I mean, it's. You've kind of grown a little sense blind to it, but it's one of those smells that it's almost impossible to, since you've been standing there. Speaking, of course, to the people that have a sense of smell. And as you walk out, you do start to see some shapes in the distance. As you get closer to them, you know that they are crumpled over masses. They are definitely people that are no longer upright. You see them kind of standing throughout the intersection. Doesn't look like much of a struggle was put up here. Like, there don't seem to be, like, you guys did not hear any attacks or any confrontations, but there are a bunch of unconscious people in this, or, like, 2 or 3 unconscious people in this corridor that you're now walking into.
Are they like, they're like the doctor's plague mask guys?
The Dead Eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of their masks are kind of, like, trashed up and broken. Some of them are just kind of flapped over as if they were just, choked out.
Gotcha.
Looks like the Wraith has been through this way. The Wraith. You begin to head back down south, which is the way towards the entrance, I
think
guess.
it's just me going south, too, right?
I believe, was the plan for the rest of you to kind of hang back in case something went wrong?
Yeah.
So you're traveling, so you're following at a distance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You two give me stealth checks.
Would it help? We have an advantage if I played dun 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 dun? No.
16.
Probably not.
No.
Double 16? All right. You guys are trailing down this dark tunnel at a bit of a distance as Twig approaches the 2 guards that were down that tunnel. Welcome back. Is there another shift change going on? He says, kind of looking at the 3 other, apparent, your 3 disguised prisoners.
Is this like the snake dude or like the orc dude?
This is the lizard guy.
I look to him and go, reconnaissance.
Roll deception.
Okay. Where is deception? I never use this. 15.
Right under athletics.
15.
That one fell off the table. So let's see. Reconnaissance, what for? Thought that's what we was out here for, making sure nothing got in.
Well, we're extending out. Apparently there may have been an escaped prisoner, so we're going to look for them.
Well, with the shit they've been pumping in them, they won't get far, right? Yeah. The bigger one.
Yeah, but this one
Chortles.
hasn't gone through, the pumping, if you catch my drift.
No, we didn't see nobody come out here. Did you see anybody come out here? No.
Well, we'll be sure. I just keep working. I keep walking.
Well, no, he doesn't seem to stop you. He just kind of like shrugs and... whatever.
Okay, I keep moving.
It's not his pay grade. And you manage to get around the corner, past the place where you knocked out that one dude, and back out into the cave-like tunnel.
Okay.
Do you remember your way out?
I didn't realize there was a way in last time we played.
It was Garrett who was leading you through.
Oh, right. That's right. It was like a sewer system. He marked a trap. That's right.
Yeah, it was a sewer system, then it went into a natural cave, into what looked to be another replica of a sewer system, or maybe one that just went unused.
Can I roll a survival check to figure out my way out?
Absolutely.
Okay. 21.
Woo! All right, you know well enough that you could probably describe it to the people that you're traveling with.
I make very sure to point out traps, though. Like, I'm like, there are traps.
All right,
Watch.
if I'll say this. If you go with them, this will take you about an hour
Okay. I'll have
to get out of here.
I will have to... Is there a rat? Anywhere? A
Yes.
sewer rat?
You know what? Actually, roll me a perception check. Let's see. I mean, there's lots of rats around here, but
16.
yeah, there's you can see like a couple of rats just kind of hanging out and
Okay. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals with one of the rats.
kind of wanders up to you.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going there, ma'am?
It's good, thank you.
Hey, I got a whole acorn right here for you.
I pull up the acorn I had in my body.
What's acorn? What is food?
It's like a really good nut. So,
Ooh, I like nut.
I need a favor for you. Do you know the way out to where, like, the beach side is out of this cave? I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Do you think you could lead these lovely people out there? Like, they'll just follow you. Just look back and make sure they're following you.
Not sure they fit my way.
Take the big way.
Big way?
Yeah, the big way. The biggest way.
Okay, big way's spooky. Lots of big stompers like you out there.
That's fine. That's perfect. That's what they are, and they need to reconvene with those.
Okay. Nut?
Here you go.
And I give him an acorn.
Starts nibbling at it.
Not.
Thank you, Connor.
There we go.
It starts chewing at that, and it lets you.
I turn to the women. I explain to them to follow the rat, but keep your eyes out for any traps that are marked with an X, and take your time. The rat shouldn't run ahead of you too far.
Yeah, the rat just continues chewing on the acorn. It's too big to run with. So the women just kind of stand around the rat, looking very confused. But you haven't done them any harm so far, so they trust you.
Please trust me. I am very trustworthy.
All right, and as soon as the rat finishes the acorn, it begins bouncing along.
All right, I will turn around, and I will... Oh god, do I want to deal with the guards fucking again?
I mean, that's the way back in.
Huh? Okay. I will make my way towards the guards again in my garb.
Oh, you're back already. What happened?
I just had to order positions.
No order came through this way. I don't get it. They're just
Yeah,
like skipping us.
I mean, you guys...
Are they trying? Are they trying to like rut me out of here or something? I don't.
No, it's just like, why you're door guard, man? Like, why would you have to worry about anything that exceeds past this? Like, do you want to do the paperwork? You can do the paperwork if you want
I mean,
to.
I want some responsibility. I guess. I don't know. It's like if it comes with like a bigger pay boost, I got kids.
Oh, this did not cost extra, dude. This was just like, you remember I dealt with the big guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he called a favor, and I had to do it, so I don't even get, like, a lick of anything right
Never mind.
now.
Anything that involves him, I don't want in on it.
So I just got it done, you know? Like, I'm not gonna ask questions. Forget that noise.
All right, well.
Well, back in
Carry
I
on.
go.
We walk back through, sweating oil the entire time.
All right, you pass back into the corridor.
All right, do I see
And-
my companions?
Yeah, you see Asmo and Wolfgang just kind of hanging back here. You walk up on them. With your passive perception, it's not too hard for you to glint them in the shadow.
I got them out.
Good work.
Thumbs up.
Seriously, good work. You make a good criminal someday.
No, don't say that to me. I don't like it.
Let's head back.
All right, I follow.
As you walk back up to the main corridor, you hear some cracks and like impact noises and glass shattering over to the western side, to the left of the T.
Hell's down that way.
That's like the employee lounge.
I remember that's the employee lounge, like the tavern area,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep,
That's
small
the
little makeshift
employee
tavern.
lounge. There is a guy there called the Big Guy who is kind of like having a really bad day. I felt kind of bad for him, but like maybe he.
That might be the way Garrett went.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of guards down there, like a lot of lads. So, back up.
Wolfgang, back up.
Wolfgang pulls back the hammer on Requiem.
Back up it is.
Back up.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun. You start working your way over there, and you make it over to the door. There's a loud thud against the door as you walk up to it. And you
Ready.
continue to hear, like, battering on the inside and a couple of things that sound like... it sounds like glass shattering and just...
Asmo motions for Twig.
You open it. You're wearing the outfit.
Oh, okay.
I opened the door without even thinking twice.
You try to open the door, and there's something up against it. It doesn't seem to want to budge.
It's locked.
It's not locked. You can turn, like, maneuver it, but it's, like, jammed.
Oh, come on. Asmo pushes against the door.
Athletics.
10.
Yeah, you managed to, like, jostle it a little bit, but, like, something's just leaning against that door.
You know that thing where someone's pushing something and their feet slide?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the floor is wet enough for that to happen.
Wolfgang, get in here. Come on. All of us. 1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Athletics with advantage.
All of us?
You. As I'm assuming you have the...
11!
11.
All right, you're just pushing like, damn it!
Fall to the ground.
Ah!
It's just too heavy. Whatever's there, this door is foiling you.
Stand back. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the door.
All right, point at that door and I guess roll to hit. There's like very little chance of missing, but
11?
that'll hit. That'll hit a door.
7 force damage.
All right, you blast this door and a huge chunk of the upper corner goes peeling off, and you can see it's very dark inside the room. Whatever candles or torchlight might have been in there has been snuffed out. But you can kind of, like, with your dark vision, you make out the shape of... It looks like there's a very fat person leaning against this door, and you just kind of, like, with that Eldritch Blast and the shrapnel flying past, you just obliterated half their mask and took off part of his ear. You know, Mick Foley style.
Oh, boy.
Fuck.
You continue to hear crashing and what sounds like meaty impact noises on the inside.
Can I see what's blocking the door? Or
It's a very
the
fat man.
All right. I get 2 beams with my Eldritch Blast, so I guess I fire again.
Go ahead. Firing at the door or the fat man?
The door.
All right, 10 will still hit the door.
3 force damage.
All right, you blast off what would be the door knob area so that, you know, there's a little bit more space there. There's no latch holding the door shut anymore. Now it's just the fat man leaning against the door frame that's really keeping this aloft.
I motion to the door. Now try.
Asmo pushes the door.
Still need that athletics check. There's still a fat man there.
Yeah.
9!
Man's too fat for you, Asmo. You can't handle him. He's fat!
I was about to say I was going to help him.
Too late. Too late.
Damn it.
So it's...
This fat man is foiling you. This
I don't
unconscious fat man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What's happening in there?
Yeah, it's just you're hearing a bunch of meaty, wet impacts, and you think you can hear a voice. Go ahead and make a perception check.
13.
Anybody else?
I'll
Sure.
go for it, yeah.
15.
17.
Hey.
Wolfgang Twig, you can hear a voice kind of coming out there. It's like, I swear that's all I know. He's letting go.
I think we're good. I think we don't need backup here.
I think that's...
I recognize that voice, right?
Yeah, that's big man. That's the big guy.
Would that happen to be our Wraith?
Probably the Wraith, yep. And the guy he's killing, worst day ever.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so you still want to get in there, or do you want to?
I don't know. I just feel like
Let's-
fate itself is
let's-
keeping me
let's
from
maybe-
it.
head-
Wolfgang
let's-
will peek through one of the holes. Are you done in there?
I don't think you could be heard over the sounds of this man just groaning in pain.
Let's maybe look the other way.
All right, so you're gonna go up the north tunnel.
Up to you two guys.
Well, that's the direction we went, I thought.
No,
No,
it's
you
a
have
four-way.
been west. You've been west, east, and you came from the south.
So we have not gone north.
Oh, okay.
That and there is a. If you did want to check, there is a equipment room and storage room just across the way from the guard outpost, which you are currently at.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I guess we can't get in there. Tiwi, what are you looking at?
That's a storage closet. They have like all kinds of stuff in there.
Ooh. Well, we got the civilians out, so I guess
As it just kind of does a just that excellent
Ooh,
Mr. Burns
stuff.
thing and walks
I adore stuff.
in. Stuff. Thank you. I adore stuff. As it pokes his head in.
It's a dark room, but it's full of crates. There are some shelves with various knickknacks stacked on it. Various accoutrements.
Any paddywhacks?
There may or may not be paddywhacks. You would have to roll a investigation to find them.
18.
Nice.
You find a single paddywhack.
Oh, what is it actually called, though, outside of...
It is a little bobblehead doll
What?
that has a gas mask man face on it. Plague Doctor mask face man. Enjoy your paddywhack.
Is
It's
it?
an actual gas mask.
It's a little bobblehead looking thing. A little figurine, looks to be carved out of wood.
Is it a GameStop exclusive?
Yeah.
No, if,
it's
if we find more, then we unlock more Doom powers.
it's a Drago pop.
There we go.
No,
There we go.
what this is, essentially, you gotta find these all when you're playing Doom.
Yeah, if you collect all 100 of them within this game, you get an achievement.
Nice.
Yeah. So you caught your first one. This is the Fumadin Drago pop.
I toss it to Twig because Twig seems like the kind of person who would collect PopCap.
Oh my god, I love it!
If I collect all the bobbleheads, I get my wife back.
Collect them all, get one wish.
Oh my god.
I wish for
It
more
all
bobbleheads.
ends with a tournament for them.
I wish for more bobbleheads.
Oh my god.
I wish that I could collect them all again.
All right, I will definitely pocket that. I'll add that to my inventory.
All right, you got your paddywhack bobblehead.
Sweet.
Amazing.
But with that 18 investigation, you also find you do find some more of those plague doctor gas mask looking things. Seem fully functional, workable. You find a couple of areas for what seem to be like weapon storage, like crossbows and very simple weapons. So if you guys need any ammunition for anything like that, you can help yourself to any daggers or short swords, clubs, or crossbows you want. And
I'm gonna put on one of the gas masks.
all right, little plague mask, Wolfgang action. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna roll some for you.
Oh no.
Yes, just for you. You found one that is white and black. Ooh. So it's actually white tanned leather.
Is there?
So it goes with your suit.
Oh, color scheme.
Perfect.
Is there like a match in the?
Like flint and tinder?
Yeah, like something I could just strike and then make a flame.
I'm willing to bet there would be. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
9. Oh, that's a 2 or 3. Sad.
I'm gonna combine that with Asmo's investigation and say that, yeah, between the two of you, you can find some flint and tinder.
All right, awesome. I will take that.
What do you need that for?
I have a secret, perhaps, if things get spicy.
Alright. Asmo, you should probably put one of these on too.
Oh, that's right. Twig doesn't breathe.
Asmo puts the mask on.
Yeah, well, I don't like to talk about it, but yeah, no, I don't.
You're not missing out on much. That just means you can exist anywhere.
Asmo, fitting with you, yours is black. And with your hood pulled up, you look sick.
Well, it looks like we're ready to go to a rave now. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
man, you look like you're ready for one of those blade raves.
Let's put some more spikes on. Let's get ourselves our glow sticks. Let's fucking go, guys.
Yeah.
Alright. Under the bridge with us.
We can't stay. Remember, we can't. Hold on. One second.
We can't stay up too late. We gotta put cosplay on in the morning, though. Remember that. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. If you even want to get there by 12 o'clock. Come on, let's go.
Alright.
Gotta get in line for the Team 4-star panel.
Of course.
This is AX. There is no Team 4-star panel.
That's a shame.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys are all dressed up and looking fancy. The pummeling seems to be continuing as you leave. Assuming you found everything you wanted to look at.
How wet are these punches?
They've gone from punches, and now you are just hearing the. Sounds like he's breaking bones right now.
Master just kind of goes, all right, we each got our kick. We gotta crank our gears somehow, right? It makes a face like, I don't know if I approve or don't, but I hope he keeps at it. I hope he's being true to his own song. You know?
Should we wait
being
for
true to
him?
himself.
Got a song in your heart, might as well sing, you know what I mean?
As you say that.
Damn. Should we wait for him or?
Nah.
We got other bad guys to deal with.
That's true. I think he's, Someone got a note? Crack the top. Hold on.
Asmo tries to just push open the. Can you also try and push open the top part of a door? There's like a crack for a sec.
I mean, the top part of the door is gone. Like the top left side or the top right side of that door is gone. It's just a fat guy leaning up against it that's holding it shut.
Oh, okay. Asmo pops his head in through that like John Cena does that one thing. Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Asmo pops his head in.
Hey, Garrett. Garrett.
Wraith!
I slap it. I slap Asmo on the back.
Yeah,
Don't
you
say
actually
his name.
hear a little bit of chuckling. Now you have to kill me, don't you, Garrett?
It's my bad. It's my bad. I feel like I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Fuck. Ah! Jesus Christ, Kurt. Ah! Wow.
So,
I mean, Mr.
Yeah,
G. Do you need any help?
you just hear like a pented silence as the other guy is like just laughing. And then you hear a big thunderous wham! No.
Okay, then. Asmo pops his head up. We're going to the north, by the way.
The laughter has silenced, by the way.
Sorry, the Wraith. We're heading out.
Goodbye, big
You head
guy.
out.
You will not be missed at all. Like, not even a little bit.
All right. So you guys start heading up the north tunnel?
Yep.
All right.
Uncle fucked up is what I am now. Jesus.
Yeah, you live with yourself for a moment, just pondering what you just did. It's been a big day. There's a lot going on, so you try to bear with that as much as you can, knowing that you probably owe him something later on. But you walk up the tunnel, and this one it's oddly breezy. This tunnel. Like there's some actual ventilation or maybe some way out up here. It's hard to say. But you notice like a definite breeze that's kind of sucking down this tunnel this way.
There's a draft.
And as you continue down, you find yourself at a bit of a dead end, as it were, as you walk into what seems to be a emptied out, hollowed out cistern. And go ahead and make a perception check, Asmo and Wolfgang with disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay.
I have to make a perception
Wait,
check.
so that's
6.
yes. So that's all of us, but only us with disadvantage.
Yeah, only Asmo and Wolfgang with disadvantage.
Okay.
6.
23.
11.
All right. Asmo and Wolfgang, you guys don't notice this because of the masks you're wearing and the fact that they have that sort of, like, potpourri stuff down at the end so you don't have to smell too much. But Twig, your whatever kind of smell receptors you have that analyze the air around you, there is a distinct scent of blood in the air as you are walking into this cistern and as you're walking down this tunnel.
I am detecting blood in the air. Trace amounts.
And as you get closer, it's more than just trace amounts.
Uh-oh.
It smells old. Like, it doesn't smell fresh. It's like dried blood, but it's that inescapable copper sense that almost, like, if you had a sense of taste, you'd probably be able to taste it on the air.
Smells like Jamal's room in here.
I can't understand you in that thing.
What?
I don't understand you in that thing.
Asma just shakes his head and keeps walking.
Now you know what my life's like being Twig. All of you.
Yeah, but you've had practice. You've had a way to, like, you know how to angle it.
Yeah, I'm just holding a half-burned Yankee candle up to my face.
I'm holding up a Starbucks double shot energy and coffee mocha.
I have a Torchy's cup I guess I could use if I really wanted to do this.
I have a coffee can that is lovingly named Louis Strock, because that's what I did it
Amazing. Put it on your head and feel powerful.
I can't.
But if I had to talk as Fumadin with that on, nobody would ever be able to understand me due to the voice I gave him. Anyway.
All right.
So, do you do anything about that smell, or do you just proceed forward?
I will druidcraft little gusts of wind as we proceed forward.
Okay. Doing anything specific, or just kind of blowing around you guys?
I'm gonna with two hands, just kind of like poof, poof, poof in front of Asmo and Wolfgang. Just kind of try and keep everything nice and fresh.
Give them kind of like an air bubble?
Yeah, more or less, just kind of constantly blowing it.
Also, you can get like a continuous, like, small cyclone of air in front of their face that circulates the air around them. At least until you have to do anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are getting a bit of a breeze from the front and from the back right now as you walk into this emptied out, hollowed out cistern, and as you look down into it, the source of the blood is evident as there are deep, with your dark vision, you can tell that there is a massive stain in the center. Seems to be very old, like at least a couple of weeks old, dried out, but among that are also several unconscious people. There we go. Get you guys over to it.
Oh, shit. By several, you mean a group.
Yes.
Goddamn.
Quite a few unconscious people just laying in this cistern. They do look like they're breathing, the ones that you can, actively see. You can see a lot of their chests moving, especially Twig's passive.
Are they glowing?
None of them appear to be, no.
Do they appear to be in any state of decomposition?
The ones that you can see, go ahead and make a quick perception check, but the immediately obvious ones, no.
16.
None that you can see are in any stage of decomposition.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look up at the ceiling and on the walls.
All right. Do you want to make a different perception check or the same one?
Asmo can do it.
Asmo, you can make another one as well. I'm just asking Wolfgang if he wants to roll with the one he has. All right, Asmo, as you're looking around, you can make out where the breeze is coming from. You can see that there are what appear to be some sort of ventilation shafts along the ceiling there in this domed room that appears to have a stairway that leads around a corner. There was a small utility room that Twig happens to be standing by. Appears to have been hollowed out if it was ever used. And up on the ceiling, you are noticing these kind of like air vents that seem to be pulling air out of this place. They seem to be working as ventilation, keeping the breeze moving through this place.
I would have said I would have kept that perception check.
Yeah, you probably would have noticed as well that you would not have. You would have noticed the slats up there, but you probably wouldn't have noticed that that's the direction of the air.
Asmo just taps Twig on the shoulder.
Twig, go check it out down there.
Okay.
I just, without even thinking twice, I'd go into it.
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say this was the gas room.
You would hazard correctly.
Shit.
You hear as there's the sound of 3 distinct appendages hitting stone as Fumadin, the man with the cane, walks down the stairs leading from the as to yet undiscovered room.
So, you have finally arrived.
Finally. What do you mean,
Yes.
finally?
I have been preparing for this since your friend showed days ago.
Twig, get out of there!
What?
He presses a button on his cane, and behind you slams shut a massive stone door.
It's a trap!
Very astute of you.
And he presses another button on that cane, and the slats along the ventilation close as from as of yet unseen little holes along this cistern. Actually, Twig, you would have noticed those as you were climbing in with your passive. A pink gas begins to fill the cistern.
Is this the same color as the gas that we used at the incident that Asmo was attending?
With your dark vision, you can't tell the color of it.
Lani,
I'm simply stating.
just for visual representation, could you mark where those are for me?
Yes, absolutely. I'm on that right now. Sorry, these little blue dots. Can you see them?
I'm just gonna freehand them a little bit.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
No worries. I just need to be able to see them.
And I missed one right there. Yeah, that's where they're coming from. This gas seems to be emanating from those, and it begins kind of pooling low. Like, this gas does not seem to rise. It seems to be dense enough that it pools at the lowest part. So it's pooling around these unconscious people who are now starting to kind of shake and wake. And as you're looking down at the one you were about to help, Twig, it looks up at you, its eyes looking feral, frothing at the mouth. And it snarls at you. All right, guys, we're in this now. Roll initiative.
Okay. Natural 20.
Holy
Natural
shit.
20.
I don't want to roll.
Come on. All right. You were halfway there.
Oh, living on a prayer.
Natural 10 with a modified 4. All right, let me mark
There we
these
go.
down for you guys.
Well.
Do.
If a man enter, one man leave.
Reminds me of Blood Omen 2 a little bit, this soundtrack does.
All right. Wolfgang, you are up. These people are starting to get up, and they are not looking too happy that you guys are there.
And the smoke is coming from these dots on the floor. Yes.
Yeah, the little dots. They're coming out of they appear to be coming out of those hoses there. You can't quite see them now that they're starting to now that gas is starting to billow around that area. But those areas are where the gas was coming out of.
Okay. I am going to activate Armor of Light. I cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right. What does that change your AC to?
It changes. I believe it changes my AC to 13 plus Dex, so 16.
Okay. All right. So you got that. Do you have any bonus actions or movements that you'd like to make?
I would like to make a movement. I'll move over here to the other side of this big pit thing.
All right, you make a running hop over that 10-foot gap, and you just run, dodge, or jump your way over there. Does that end your turn?
Unless I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's an action. All right, yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Twig.
So, how fast is the gas coming out of these vents?
Right now, it's pooled kind of at hip height to you.
Okay.
As these people are starting to stand up, you can see their full forms. The cistern itself is probably another 3 feet above your head. It's probably about 8 feet, 8.5 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity.
All right. Sure thing. As you're climbing out there, that orange fella is going to take a quick swipe at you. I say orange because I have them marked by colors for those wondering on the podcast. That is a modified 20 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. Let me see here. So this man takes a quick swipe at you, dealing 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams you on the side as you're clambering up the side of this cistern.
You said there's this gas at the bottom, right, of the cistern?
Yeah, it's starting to pool, and it's continually rising.
I grab the match and I strike it, and I pulled out the dynamite from the mine that I still have.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I light it, and I throw it in the middle.
What?
All right, go ahead and mark on the map where you want this dynamite to land.
Sorry, where?
Mark on the map where you want to throw this dynamite.
I want to throw that sucker right in the middle at the lowest point. I use blue.
Now remember, it cuts back to like 3 hours earlier when we were outside. Now remember, Twig, don't go crazy or do anything crazy, okay?
Don't go full renegade. Dynamite!
Yeah.
Just go.
We have to save these poor people.
I assume these are zombies. They're not people anymore. I think I can make that distinction.
Okay.
Too late!
Too late.
No.
That's fine.
It's time for Monday Night Dynamite, folks!
Well, that's going to be interesting next turn.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
All right, so, let's see. Next up is this lady who notices you guys are there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And she's kind of making a mad dash up to you, Asmo. She doesn't have any energy left once she's crawled her way out, but as she's lifting her way out of the cistern, you can see her mouth kind of frothing, and she's like staring daggers at you as she's pulling herself up.
I pull up my cell phone until she knows to ignore me.
Alright, this guy, meanwhile, is going to give chase to Twig. As he climbs up, Wolfgang, he notices that you're up here as well, but he's still going to take a swipe at Twig. That is a 5 to hit. I'm guessing that misses.
Yeah.
Alright. Blue man. Watching that dude kind of crawl up. He's going to crawl up this way. Take a swipe at you, Wolfgang.
Okay.
That is a natural 20. So
That'll hit.
that typically. That's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage. Ooh. As you get clattered kind of in the back of the head as you're seeing this other guy climb up. And blue lady. 2, 3. That's about as far as she's going to be able to make it. Asmo, it's your turn.
Well, alrighty. Okay. Well, Asmo, so like, real quick, Nick, top of my head here. They look like regular people, but they're frothing in the mouth like they're possessed.
They look like whatever chemical just entered their system is doing something to them.
Just like before.
Yeah.
It looks just like before when everyone went crazy in that one place.
Very much so, although now this, it appears to be kind of a directed rage rather than just a nondescript panic. Whatever this is, it's either the component that you found that is just more refined or more specialized.
Okay. Oh boy. I mean, Twig already threw the dynamite, so I think we're in for a penny on this one. So,
your call.
I was waiting for Nadine to say, I throw the dynamite non-lethally.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
I don't think it works that way.
Dynamite typically doesn't, no.
No. Dynamite's very, pure. It will destroy all. Yeah, I'm gonna... Can I just kick her back down?
Sure, give an athletics check.
Alrighty, athletics check. 22.
Versus... a natural 1. So... She slides back, clattering into the person that was also falling, trying to climb up. They both roll back together. And she... I'm going to see... With a natural 1, I think she's going to take at least 10 feet of falling damage, so... 4 bludgeoning damage as she falls beneath the mist. And you just kind of hear a... from the lady as she hits the ground.
Asmo's going to take 1 step forward towards the edge, pull out 2 daggers, and throw them at the blue one targeting Wolfgang.
Okay. Go ahead and...
2 dagger throws.
I'll say you can make 1 since you just used an action to kick that lady down.
Fair. That's fair. 19.
19 will hit.
6 piercing.
All right. You throw the dagger, and it lands square in the back of the guy's shoulder, like seems to sink deep into the shoulder blade. And he gives out a feral as his arm that was attempting to grapple at Wolfgang immediately starts reaching back to try to pull it out.
For a free action, can I yell something at them?
Yes.
Asmo yells out on top of his lungs.
It's just like that one place I told you about. What happened to them is what happened to those people in that one warehouse. It's the same thing, but it's worse.
All right.
Now, okay, that's it.
Take that for what you will. Next up, this gentleman's going to try to clamber forward. And that's about as far as he's going to make it. He's going to try to make a swipe at your ankles there, Asmo, as he's trying to crawl out.
Get out of here.
They 9 to hit. It's going to miss.
Yep.
This lady's going to try to work her way over this way. And can make it about here. Is going to try to grapple at your ankles there, Wolfgang. Try to grab you and pull you. So
Okay.
Go ahead and make either a acrobatics or athletics check to combat this.
Okay. 9.
That is a 16. You are currently being grappled. All right, next up. These guys don't want to get left out of the action as the man and woman in the far back start to kind of shake their head free and work their way up. That's about as far as they're making it, though. Next is the pink man, who is going to try to crawl his way out over here. And the purple guy who's going to work his way up here, and that's about as far as he's making it. Wolfgang, your turn. You still have a woman kind of grappling at your foot as she's trying to pull you down or pull herself up on you. Mondays, am I right?
No, he just wants a piece of Wolfgang, like all the ladies.
It's that slick new mask.
All right. I will try to free myself.
All right. Acrobatics or athletics?
17.
Yep, sure enough, you slip your leg away from her, and she starts skidding back down because you were her grip on this very tight slope.
Was that my action?
I think technically, yes. I'll count it as your movement. How about that?
Okay.
There's a lot of them. I mean, there might not be in a second, but...
In that case, I... How far can I see into that stairwell that Mr. Smoky Fumadin is standing in?
Fumadin? You can see him pretty clearly. I mean, he's kind of standing half behind the wall from where you are. But you have a beat on him. He's probably got like half cover. He's mostly just kind of like watching the experiment.
Yeah. Can I see a little bit behind him?
Yes. Or you can see the wall next to him there.
In that case, I'm going to drag my palm across crescendo. And the blade is going to light on fire, and I'm going to swing it in his direction, and I cast Wall of Fire.
Okay. Where's that going to be centered at?
I'm going to cast it directly behind him.
Okay, so you're going to cut him off from the stairwell.
Pretty much. It is 60 feet long, 20 feet high. And, I guess... Wait. It is... Yeah, 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Yeah, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw, because I'm going to, let me go ahead and freehand this a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead and click that spell for me.
There we go.
Okay, so you're dousing that whole stairwell in fire.
Yep.
Okay, dexterity check on Fumadin.
Brother, get the flamer.
All right. Well, that's really good. That is a natural 20, so he rolls his way out of that.
All right. He.
So is that half on save?
Half as much on a successful, so he takes 11 fire damage.
All right. You can see that you can see that his clothes are kind of singed, but he didn't seem to take the entirety of the damage that you expected him to take, even dodging it. Perhaps his clothes are fire retardant.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to bonus action pop 2 uses of my healing light, or 2d6.
Okay.
Heal for 7.
All right. Heal yourself up. Twig, start of your round. Roll me 8d6.
All right.
I can't believe you just murdered all these people.
It's about survival. Twig's about d6 or d8?
8d6.
28.
Okay. Let's measure this out.
I'm really happy that that's the distance we're seeing right now, not one extra clip over.
$20. Okay, so a massive fireball exhumes from the center of this gas. As it goes off, the entire room shakes and shudders. And before they can even react, many of these people are blown to bits. As the gas also seems to floof up into the air and around in kind of a almost a ring cloud pattern. It begins to kind of encircle a good chunk of the room. Asmo, Wolfgang, I need you guys to make.
Is it still my turn? Can I do something?
It is your turn, but I'm just saying this is as a reaction of the explosion itself.
Okay, well, I had a plan, but I guess.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I let me know your plan and see if this affects it.
I have gust of wind. I want to cast Gust of Wind across this portion to blow all the air that way towards Fumadin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as your action for the turn, that'll work. Go ahead and evocation level 2, 60-foot long streak of wind.
By the way, just so you know, Asmo's going, mop, mop, mop.
Any unprotected flames in the area? Okay, how does this interact with Wall of Fire? Now I'm curious.
Where does the air come from? We're underground.
Yeah, honestly, like, the biggest problem you have here is that the ventilation has been sealed off and there's nowhere for the air to go when you're blowing this wind. So it is still going to circle around here. Or are you having the wind blow left and right-wise that way?
I'm blowing it in a way that it can, like, be removed. Just trying to see how far it goes. Creatures within 15 feet. Or no, each creature within... Oh, within the line. Oh, okay. It says it extinguishes candles and torches, but Wall of Flame is, like, fucking huge.
Yeah, it's magical fire.
Massive.
So which way is the wind blowing is my current question. Is it blowing left to right along the map, or is it blowing back towards Fumadin right now? Are you creating a wall that kind of...
Wall of protection.
Cuts the gas from...
Yeah, it's the idea is to block the gas from my companions.
Okay, and it lasts for... concentration up to a minute. Okay. So yeah, that wall of wind there. Anybody need to make saves during this or anything? Because it does hit somebody.
The guy in front of me needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. DC 14. He fails that. He gets shoved along the line, I'm guessing?
He gets shoved back 15 feet.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that pushes him square back into the center of this carnage. That's about a 10-foot drop, so let's just give that to him. It's 2 points of falling damage. Orange Man. Okay. So, sick multi-kill there, Twig.
Hey!
Bunch of people are now... there are still limbs kind of like falling from the ceiling as they got stuck up there.
Monster kill.
I will then transform with my bonus action into a saber-toothed cat.
Is that a large creature or a huge creature? It is a large
creature, so it would be a 4 space.
Boink.
And I will end my turn there.
All right, you turn into a large mechanized Zoid.
I want to point this out.
I am not arguing with anything that you do. I have done far worse. I'll just go ahead and delete the... There we go. All right. Orange Man has to spend his turn getting back up. Orange Woman is dead as fuck.
Asmo's trying to get his jaw off the floor because his jaw just dropped at that shit.
I have to start deleting the people that are still, that aren't around anymore. All the reds are gone. All the greens are gone.
Even Fumadin's like, fuck, dude.
He actually didn't seem to react to that. He actually like pulled out a journal and started like he started like writing down a note as that happened.
The effects of dynamite on the human being.
Oh, look at that! They turned into piles of limbs. I've only seen that twice before.
All right, so we are up to this boy right here. Asmo, he's trying to crawl his way back over to you. And he's going to take another swipe at your legs there. With a 4 to hit. He seems a little dazed from the explosion.
Okay, Asmo's confused.
Good. I'm glad we're all somewhere here. And Orange Guy's going to try to climb his way back up. Does he have to do anything while the wind is going? Does he have to make that strength save every turn he starts?
Any creature,
each creature that starts its turn in the line.
Ends its turn?
Yeah, each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away in a direction following the line.
All right, let's see. Yeah, he made it this time. That's a 19.
Yeah, actually, I think that would have been what would have happened this turn anyway. So.
Oh,
yeah.
well then, okay, then that's where he is.
Yeah, that's where he ends up.
So he's gonna crawl his way out of there, and crawl his way up, and let's see, he has
it's
one
also
more
considered difficult terrain, so he's got half movement.
Oh, then that's his move then.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Blue Guy, who's still here next to you, Wolfgang. He is going to attempt a couple of attacks at you. He's going to swipe at you real quick. A 14 to hit will not hit.
Nope.
A 16 matches, so that'll hit him.
Yes.
As he wraps around, like, as he's trying to claw at you, he starts to go straight for your, like, as you're, like, reaching out to kind of, like, push him back, he goes in and he takes a meaty bite out of your forearm.
Fuck.
Just bites in there as hard as he can. It's not piercing skin, but he's biting hard enough that even through your coat, you can, like, just feel the pressure on your wrist. And it's like, it hurts like hell. For 8 points of damage.
Howie.
Wow, yikes.
All right. And Asmo, it is now your turn.
Well, Asmo, this guy's like swiping at my feet, right?
Yeah, he's doing his best to kind of like reach up and get over to you.
Asmo, since we're in for a penny, Asmo's gonna finally try out his blaster knuckles by haymakering him in the side of the face.
All right, you kind of like go like straight from the. He's down at your feet, so it's kind of like a downward, like, you know, you're breaking bricks karate kind of punch.
Exactly. I've never rolled a blaster knuckle before. How does this work?
This is going to be a straight up unarmed strike. So
Okay.
it would be basically your.
I have the item in my inventory, but I'm assuming I don't click that. That's for the actual gunshot part.
Yeah, let me take a look here real quick. I can't remember what I put in there. It's been a hot second for.
Yeah, no, I've had this for a long time. I've never had an opportunity to bust it out in a situation that really calls for it.
Let me take a look at the sheet here.
If I could have two...
Oh, no, that's a roll to hit. That's a roll to hit if you click that.
Oh, if I click that, it's a roll to hit? Alrighty.
Yep.
Natural 20!
Boom! All right, you cock your fist and you throw it down square at the top of his head. Go ahead and roll damage.
Am I literally doing Roman Reigns Superman punches with this thing? Is that what you've given me?
Apparently.
I cock the fist, and I roll my
you
damage.
got to prime it somehow.
And that's 9 points of damage.
All right, as it comes down, and how many of the knuckles do you wish to use?
Ooh!
Because remember, you have 1d4 fire damage per shell. This first one is just the first. This first one is just the gauntlet itself punching. So however many knuckles you decide to use, double those damage as well.
I'm gonna go with 1. I'm just gonna save it. I got 4 shots, right?
Until you reload, yeah.
Never. I'm gonna do 2. Okay, so that's 2d4.
All right, so go ahead and 2d4 times 2.
That's 10 points of additional damage.
All right, 19 points of damage on the top of this guy's head. As you throw your fist down, you can feel a meaty crunch as you hit in there. And then as the knuckles go off, as you click finger 1, finger 2, boom, you see his eyes light up for a brief instant before they explode from his skull. And the top of his head is essentially a big smoking crater right now. And there's a lot of viscera that just kind of like popped out of any orifice on his face.
As he holds up the gauntlet. As he just kind of chuckles to himself.
Yeah, your hand kind of tingles from the, like, you hadn't fired it yet, so it's really tingling from the gunpowder that's firing out of it.
Now that he's done, am I able to move? Am I able to try and do a jump over to the other side of the cistern?
Sure.
All right, do I need to roll for that? Athletic?
No, I mean, you can just hop over that, dude. It's 10 feet. It's not much of a jump, but there is another person at the end there.
Asmo jumps over, and beside the, I guess that's the golden color? It's not orange.
Yeah, it's orange.
Oh, it's orange. Asmo jumps beside the orange guy who's near Wolfgang, and Asmo pulls out good old-fashioned, the good old trusted fire ant, and does it with fire, and activates fire damage. 26.
26 will hit this gentleman.
7 fire damage.
All right, you wrap around, you stab this guy right in the side, just kind of raking that blade across. He turns around to see you, and his eyes they kind of well up with like a little bit of tears, like from pain, as he's still snarling and frothing at the mouth at you.
Now, I have 3 attacks, correct?
Yes, you do have one more attack.
Asmo does. So Asmo, is gonna grab his short sword from his back. He's trusted that. You know that fancy sword I had?
Mm-hmm.
Asmo gonna pull out the fancy sword.
The fancy trophy weapon.
Oh yeah. And Asmo's gonna swipe down with that short sword, and that's a 12. It's been a while.
Let me see. That actually hits him.
Alrighty. That's 9 piercing.
And as you thrust this into his chest, his eyes begin to clear up a little bit more. The froth, like his mouth begins to stop snarling. He just kind of like looks at you as the light drains from his eyes, and he crumples to the ground as he slides off your sword.
Asmo just kind of like takes a moment breather, and yeah, that's it for Asmo.
All right, this guy is going to run straight up towards the big kitty. Just passing through the line, he doesn't have to do anything, right?
He does not, no.
Right.
Okay. He's going to work his way over there and start slapping at Twig. That is a 15 to hit. All right. That is 5 bludgeoning damage, and he's going to try to bite down on your tail. As a 19 to hit. And that is 6 points of piercing damage as he's biting down on your big ol' saber-toothed tail. There's a good chunk of dents that are showing up in the armor down there.
I have to roll concentration checks for both of those. Because Gust is a concentration spell.
Go ahead and roll the check.
That would beat a 10.
The first one?
Because that's not...
Yeah.
Oh
no.
No.
And as he slaps you upside the head, you start to lose your your concentration on that wind wall. And when he bites you on the tail, that's more than enough to just be like, fuck you, ass! Oh, no. As the swirling mist begins to circle back your way.
Oh, God.
Wolfgang, I need you to make a wisdom save with advantage due to the fact that you're wearing a mask.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
24!
That advantage, bro.
Oh my god!
Yeah, as you see the mist coming towards you, you manage to hold your breath and keep your mind focused. Asmo, I need you to do the same as it's coming towards you. Wisdom save with advantage.
Am I able to activate my hold breath ability?
Yes, yes, you are. So you actually do not need to if you do not breathe this stuff in.
Yep.
Yeah. So you just, as you see the wind, as you see the mist begin to circle back your way, as you look up from the dead man on the floor, you realize this probably isn't good. So you just take a huge breath in and you hold it.
15 minutes, baby.
Yeah, should be really more than enough time. Wolfgang, you're up.
Okay, seeing as how the mist is swirling on the floor now, shit.
Yeah, it's kind of swirling everywhere now. It seems to be like heading back down towards the cistern itself, but by now the cistern looks like it's full. It's at capacity. So the mist is now beginning to ebb up around your ankles.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to this dude. I'm going to whip out Crescendo, and I'm going to try and non-lethally hit him with it.
Okay, gonna try to crack him on the side of the head with the hilt?
Yep.
All right, go for it.
Crescendo, here we go. First swing, 11.
11 will just miss this gentleman, unfortunately. As he like sees you coming down, he like puts his hands up, blocks the thing, and just kind of shoves it out of the way.
Well, in that case, I will use a bonus action to invoke my new feat, Gunslinger.
All right.
I'm going to take 2 shots at his kneecaps with Requiem.
For those unfamiliar, would you like to describe Gunslinger?
Yes. Thanks to the extensive practice with handguns, I gained the following benefits. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on rolls with your ranged attacks, and When I use the attack action on my turn with a one-handed weapon, I can use a bonus action to attack with a loaded handgun I am holding.
There you go.
And since it's my packed weapon, I can attack twice. Alright, so Requiem, non-lethal. 21.
Are you using the gun part of it, like the bang bang part?
Yes, I am using the bang bang. Pull my angel trigger.
Alright, yep, 21 definitely hits.
7 piercing.
Alright, as you fire into this man's shoulder, he kind of like rocks back, nearly falling back into the cistern. But he comes back at you, trying to flail his arm at you. It looks like... Yep, go ahead and fire your second shot.
26.
Also hits.
10 piercing. Non-lethal.
Yep, and you fire a shot into his leg as he's trying to step forward and swipe at you. The bullet goes straight through, a clean shot, and this man falls unconscious on the ground next to you.
Alright, and then I'm going to... How far can I get? Ooh, damn it. Click the... There we go. Jeez.
For the record, due to the piercing damage, he will be bleeding out and will have to make death saving throws on his own. So, there's only so much non-lethal you can do when you're shooting somebody.
Pistol whip. Pistol whip.
I've done all I can for this man. I gave him as much opportunity as I can. I'm going to start running around this cistern, ending up right here.
All right.
Focusing
over on
on
the right
this
side?
Yep, over on the right side. I'm focusing on this motherfucker over here.
He actually doesn't seem to be paying much mind to you. He's kind of like staring around at the remaining subject, at the last remaining subject next to Twig.
He gon' be.
Yeah. Twig, speaking of which, your turn.
Does this Fumadin even getting turns? Because he takes fire damage from Firewall, doesn't he?
He's not standing in Firewall right now. He's just outside
doesn't he
of
have
it.
a radius though of damage?
I think you might be thinking of a different spell. Hang on.
If it does have a radius, he would have. Yeah, I'll say if it does have a radius, he would have stepped out of it. But for the most part, he's been staying out of this, just kind of being an observer.
It does have a radius. If you're standing within 10 feet of the wall, you have to make another dex save.
All right. Well, then I would have said he probably would have moved back over this way, just kind of standing on one side of a wall from it, basically.
All right.
Keeping himself out of the heat, just like somewhere where he could comfortably stand. Unfortunately, the map isn't big enough, but I'm going to say that he's kind of like leaning up against that wall. The wall's a little toasty, but he's good.
All right, I'm going to go for a claw attack on this guy next to me.
All right, he's currently got his teeth sunk on your tail, but as you rear up, you whip the tail out of his mouth. Go for
13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Sorry, 1 second. Takes 13 points of damage.
Damn, like you clatter this man. He spins like a full 360, looks extremely dizzy, but is still on his feet. As he's trying to like shake loose the cobwebs from that massive tiger paw.
I don't think I can make an offhand swing with another attack. I am going to move, not leaving combat range, I'm going to move slightly that way.
Okay.
And I will end my turn there.
Asmo, you're up.
Asmo sees that am I able to see the pink one? The pink human?
Yeah, you can see them from there. You can see them as they start to turn towards Twig as they're recollecting themselves.
Asmo is going to run straight for him. Up the stairs as well. Hop up. And Asmo's going to go for a slice with his short sword. 26.
26 will hit.
10 piercing.
And as you round the corner and stab this guy in the back as he's beginning to maneuver towards Twig, you feel as air exits his lungs, and he dies.
Can't do much more than Asmo just pop down. Move maybe.
You could get on. You could get on my back.
I can't. I'm not close enough.
Oh, sad. Well, actually, it takes
25.
takes half your movement to get mount anyway. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, sadly, we cannot have a cover of a metal album from the 80s.
Damn.
You can't have a snake man with a shining sword riding a cyborg mountain cat. Soon, though. Soon. Asmos instead, because that ends Asmos' turn, essentially. I can't move or attack anything from a distance.
All right. All of the targets that were currently attacking you are now off or unconscious. Fumadin finishes writing something in his journal as he's leaning on his cane, closes it up.
Fascinating! I never knew you to be such barbarians. Amazing. Well done. Splendid carnage.
Who's he talking to? Just all of us at the same time?
You're the only ones conscious. And you can't exactly see his eye line.
Am I able to hop down now? Are we out of turn order?
You're out of turn order.
Asmo hops down onto the edge.
I want to pounce this man.
You're more than allowed to.
Yeah, I want to tackle this dude to the fucking ground.
Okay. Go for it.
Garrett, should have used that time to get away, old man.
Yeah, I'm just going to pin him, so I'm just going to do an athletics check if that's possible.
That's fine. What's the distance on your pounce?
I just have to run. I have like 40 feet of movement, so if I dash, I'll reach him.
Oh, yeah, you can make it.
So I'm just going to go and then use my action to basically grapple, so like just pin him to the ground.
All right, so this is a non-damaging thing?
Yeah, it's just grappling, so he can't do anything. He can't like escape or anything like that.
Okay. As you run up to him, go ahead and move your token over him.
Meow.
Go ahead and make your athletics check versus his
16
escape attempt. You guys match.
Which means
aggressor wins.
Aggressor wins.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you have him pinned. He's like,
Be careful. You're not entirely sure what you are dealing with here.
you can see your yeah, he's still wearing his mask as Twig's looking down into his face. You can see your mirrored reflection looking back at you from his mirrored goggles.
I take my mouth. I'm gonna rip the mask off.
All right, go to attack.
Okay, that's gonna be a bite attack.
With advantage because you kind of have him at mercy, I think.
Okay. So that's a natural one. So thank God. 11.
11. He manages to whoosh his head out of the way.
Okay.
You kind of like scratch the side of his mask with your fang as you're reaching down.
Fantastic.
Guys, want to help? Like, guys.
Can I take?
Anybody else doing anything?
I would like to. I'm going to sheathe crescendo, and I'm going to use both hands. And I'm going to take an aimed shot at his mask.
Okay.
25.
25 does hit.
6 piercing.
All right. As you fire at his mask, the bullet goes in, and a stream of green gas comes spewing out. Twig, as you are in vicinity, you take 7 points of acid damage to your face.
I'm completely fine with this.
As it begins to eat away at you.
Hell?
And with the distraction in hand, he is going to reach up with his cane and try to strike at you, Twig.
You will have disadvantage because he's grappled.
Yep. That is a 16 to hit. All right. He swipes up at you, and that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he cracks you in the side. Everybody else, roll initiative. As the gas continues to pool.
I will use
17.
13.
I'm a saber cat, so I'm 9.
All right, let me put you guys in order here. 9, 17, 13.
Interesting. Okay. Shot him and gas came out of him. Fuck, I was wondering if he was. Can he? Oh god, are we being Naraku'd right now?
I will say nothing. All right, and
Is that a Naruto thing? Are you talking about the Nar?
No, that's Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
Oh,
That's much. You don't.
I watched Inuyasha like the first few episodes when I was really young, and then Dragon Ball existed. I was like, "What's Inuyasha?"
There we go. Yeah, like switch to a harder drug.
Yeah.
All right. So, Asmo, it is your turn.
Asmo sees the smoke billowing out.
Yeah, you remember that Garrett had his arm burned when he attacked this man, and now you're seeing potentially what happened.
As a free action, Asmo's just going to yell at Twig, "Back off, Twig!"
And then as your movement and your action, what do you choose to do?
Asmo's going to kind of slide on the ground to a little bit below my boy Wolfgang, and Asmo's going to throw 2 more of his throwing daggers.
All right, go for it. Roll to hit.
Soft 20.
Soft 20 will hit.
6. And
all right.
And a second
One
dagger,
moment.
21.
Before that second dagger goes off,
yeah.
As it sinks in straight to his side. And first of all, more of that gas comes out. Twig, you take an additional 3 points of acid damage.
Oh, I do grow tired of this.
As his body begins to deflate under your weight. And in its place rises... Whoops, I accidentally deleted that. That is a bad thing to delete.
No problem, we can vamp here.
Yeah.
Chat, how are you doing? You having a good time, chat?
Connor, I'm thinking about that.
Fixed it. In his place, a large gaseous form, almost like a tornado with hands, pops up.
Connor, I'm thinking about that vape video we watched last night. It's all I can think about right now.
Oh my god.
What vape video did you watch?
We have to vape and escape in the clouds. Welcome to VapeCon.
You joke with that one Yamcha cosplayer was vaping to show off the smoke of dying.
That was amazing. Sorry, distracted completely, but yes.
Yeah, as we introduce the big bad, that's great.
I'm sorry.
So the gaseous form of Fumadin works its way out of the shell that you just exposed. Feel free to throw your other dagger at this form.
Okay. 22.
That'll hit.
7 piercing. Does it even hit him?
It as the dagger flies through, it does not seem to do as much as you would like it to, but it does seem to like wasp a little bit out of him, and he does seem to react to it a little bit.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right.
Ends my turn.
It is now his turn, Twig, as you are occupying space that this being has come into
Am
be.
I still considered grappling with him or no?
You cannot grapple this creature.
Okay, immune to grappling. All right.
Yeah, he is gas. But since you are in his space, you do have his clothes and cane pinned to the ground, though. So, as you are standing in here, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'll have to use the saber-tooth tigers. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the information here. It's 2, which is better than my con. 7.
And that fails, unfortunately, so let me read back down the details of this guy real quick. All right. Yeah, as he explodes out of this form and you are there. 6, 7, 10. A massive wave of acid flashes around you as you take 14 points of acid damage. And now it is his turn to attack. And as you are the first thing in the area, he's going to rear up one of his massive gusty arms and slam them towards you as you're... that is a 23 to hit. And you feel a massive slam gust of energy as his arm slams down onto you, taking 13 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 acid damage.
Okay, I'm out of my form, and I take 5 damage from the out. So I'm back to a normal size.
And that is his turn. Wolfgang, it is your turn.
Have I had a turn?
Twig is after Wolfgang.
Oh, okay. Wolfgang gets an idea. A big exclamation point goes over his head. He says, Osmo, go for the cane! And I'm going to aim at this dude, and I'm going to fire off 2 white-hot eldritch blasts at him.
Oh. All right, go for it.
12?
12 will miss as his form seems to be shifting. The beam seems to cascade straight past where you thought he was, but it shifted just in the moment before it would have made impact.
All right, well, here comes another. 15?
15 just... It grazes past, but it also does not seem to make impact, unfortunately.
Okay.
Count it as a distraction.
As rocks cascade off the side of the cistern.
In that case, I'm going to pop another 2 uses of my healing light with my bonus action to heal for an additional 2d6.
All right, go for it.
As soon as I can find it. There we go. 9.
9 points of damage are healed up, and will that end your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right, Twig, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Protection from Energy on myself. And I'm going to choose Acid.
Good call. Very strong call.
And what do I want to transform into?
A vacuum cleaner.
That'd be great.
Form of.
Wait a second.
Air purifier.
Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. This may take a couple seconds, but I just had an idea immediately pop into my brain thoughts, and I just want to check.
No worries. I'm interested to see where this goes.
Okay, no, that will not work. I'm going to turn right back into a saber-toothed tiger again.
All right, another big kitty. Meow.
And I
have a question, real quick.
Sure.
Would he have to be standing here for the 10 feet?
He's in between a physical barrier is the way I've been ruling that.
All right.
That will end my turn.
All right. Back up to Asmo.
Asmo, taking a cue from the one, the only Wolfgang Connolly of the Connolly family, fucking just beelines it right, takes a deep breath and runs right. Oh my god, I can get right there. Wants to go grab that cane. So Asmo's going to run and try and grab the cane. All right. Asmo, I'm going to try and grab that cane.
All right. Entering his space, you do need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
That succeeds. So you only take 6 points of acid damage as you reach in to grab the cane.
All right.
Which, as your action, you'll be able to do, and you manage to grab it before the acid eats through it. So you have his cane now.
And I hold it out of the mist because I can only move 30.
That is true.
I hold it out of the mist, and I click the button. One of the buttons.
Click one of the buttons?
I don't know, because it was done from a distance. I couldn't quite tell what buttons were used to press what, so I'm gonna have to choose one of the 2 buttons. So at random, I press one of them.
Okay, there are 4 buttons. So I need you to roll me a D4, and then call high or low. Which one? Because that'll determine. Actually, no, fuck it. High will be the better one. Go ahead and roll me a D4.
That's a nat 1.
All right, you press the button. It does nothing.
Go. And that's you're gonna. Since I have 2, it's 1 action. Can I?
That you didn't use an attack. If you have a bonus action, you can still use that.
I'm going to use my bonus action to. If it does my bonus action count as grabbing the staff though?
That was your action. Your action was grabbing and using the staff.
As a bonus action, I'm going to try and click it again.
But that's also an action. Sorry.
Okay, so
that was part of your action.
So I can't.
Yeah, if you have anything on your sheet that's labeled as a bonus action that you'd like to use, you're more than welcome to.
No, I got nothing I can really do right now that would affect anything.
All right, it is his turn. And right now he's got...
Wait. I got something, please. Sorry, it's been a while.
Fine.
Activate action surge.
Okay.
Action surge, press a button.
Yeah!
You can take one additional action on top of your regular action and possible bonus action. Okay, what is your... Are you going to press another button?
I want to hit another button, Nick!
All right, roll a d3 now that you know one of them doesn't work.
Is there a big button?
There are 4 buttons of relatively equal size, but of different color.
Of different what? Sorry, you cut out.
They are... The buttons are of different color, but they are all of equal size. They all seem to be made out of some form of crystal.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4 again, but I don't want to press the same one I pressed.
Yeah, you can probably make a custom dice and roll a d3. Or a d6, and we can do it by twos. It's however you want.
/ roll 1d3.
1d3.
Yeah, sorry. I gotta look down at my keyboard. 2!
All right, as you press the button this time, the hissing noise down in the cistern stops. And the gas stops pooling up. Right now is kind of at your calf level from where you're standing. Twig is completely submerged where Twig is.
Okay, that's it. That was a great use.
It stopped the room from filling with gas. I think that is a pretty good use.
Thank you. I was like, because I wasn't used to using my actions for something like this. I'm used to just swinging my sword until it stops.
Ah! Die, Eldritch Abomination! Ah!
It is now Fumadin's turn. Let's see, what's the range on this? Okay. Twig and Asmo, I need each of you to make a strength saving throw as his form begins to turn into what appears to be an acidic cyclone.
That's a nat 1.
Natural 1 saving throw will not make it.
No, I didn't think so.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 will make it, however.
With my natural 20, can I, protect Asmo in some way?
He got a natural 1. I don't think... and he's not really next to you.
This about to hurt.
If it were anything but a nat 1, maybe.
I was hoping my natural 20 could cancel out the natural 1 effect, but...
Well, that would still be a fail.
Yeah, but still better than real bad news.
Well, luckily, natural wanting a saving throw doesn't double the damage on it. It just means you're still taking the full damage. But you're only taking half. As this gust of wind begins circling around you, you start getting bludgeoned by body parts and all sorts of debris that's been scattered throughout this area over this battle. Give me just a moment here. I need to roll some... Is Asmo
blasting off again?
Yes, you are definitely going to be sent flying by this one.
Oh, no.
9...
Hold your hat, Wolfgang.
16. 26. Okay. Asmo, you are taking 26 bludgeoning damage as you are sent flying this way. You collide with this... actually, no, you're just short of hitting the wall, so you don't take any additional damage from being thrown, but you are knocked prone. Twig, you take 13 damage as you are being smacked by this stuff and debris, but you're not thrown back.
Dig my claws into the ground.
Yeah, you dig your claws in the ground, you hold steady there as you're getting clattered. Wolfgang, as this did kick up the mist in the area again, however, I'm going to need you to make another wisdom saving throw with advantage since you have the mask.
Alrighty. Come on.
Nice.
20. How's soft 20?
Safe. You made it. I'm going to let Nady's nat 20 cancel out your nat 1, so you did not get the air knocked out of your lungs, Asmo.
So you cut out there, Nick?
I'm going to have Twig's nat 20 cancel out the adverse effect I would have given you of having the air knocked out of your lungs, so you don't need to remake that since you're still holding your breath.
Thank goodness. He held his breath while being smacked into a wall.
All right. That is his turn. And it is now Wolfgang's turn.
All right.
Oh, that reminds me.
I am going to... All right, that'll work. I am going to use my action to spread my wings and activate Radiant Soul.
All right. He looks glorious, and the sword in his hand ignites with a holy fire as his eyes light up, and you see those translucent wings that actually look like they look a little bit fuller than they did before. Almost like there's some fiery feathers that are kind of shimmering off them.
I'm going to fly 15 feet into the air, and...
That puts you at about ceiling level of,
Okay,
this of that part. It's a domed ceiling.
15 feet over here next to Asmo as well. And say, you want to see some carnage? Come over here and face it.
You don't get much back from him. He can't talk in this form.
I'm going to spend the rest of my healing light to heal Asmo for 3d6.
All right.
Yay!
9.
9. Thank you.
Good stuff. All right, Twig, it is your turn. Unless you had I'm pretty sure that was your action and your bonus action and your movement, so.
Yep.
All right, Twig, you're up.
Okay. Gonna go for another bite attack.
Chomping. Are your bite attacks considered
They are,
magical?
yes. All of my attacks in my wild
Good to know.
shape are considered magical.
Couldn't remember what level that happened, but I'm glad it is.
24 to hit.
That'll hit. As you actually seem to bite... As you're biting this gas, it seems to have some form of substance to it.
Alright. Oh, no, plus 5. Yep.
As your magical fangs seem to sink into something that's there.
8 points of piercing damage.
All right, and
bonus action. Bonus action. I'm going to.
Sure. 1 sec. As you do that, you take 1 point of acid damage.
I'm going to expend one of my first level spell slots to utilize Combat Wild Shape to heal myself for 1d8.
Sure thing.
So not d6, d8 would be great. 3.
All right. Any movement you'd like to make?
I'm staying right. Actually, I'm going to move around. I don't want to get into the wall of fire. It's 10 feet out, you said? I'm going to move over this way. I'm still in combat, but I'm just slightly over. Actually, you know what?
That's
no,
fine.
I'm going to stay where I am. Forget it. I'm going to stay where I am. I'll have my turn there.
Cool. Asmo, it is now your turn again.
If I get up, I lose half my movement, correct?
It's just half your movement to get up, yeah.
Asmo gets up. Asmo's still got the cane, right?
Yep, and you have 2 buttons left unpressed.
Asmo is going to flick another button.
Roll a d2, flip a coin, essentially.
Alrighty. 1d2. 1!
You press the button and nothing seems to happen. You hear some ing up at the area where the vents seem to have been closed.
Okay, and that's all I can really do?
Yeah, unless you have a bonus action that you'd like to use.
I would like to use my bonus action. I'm going to use my bonus action to... You said I can press it last time, right?
No, using an item is an action.
I see. I got 1 bonus action. Well, Asmo's gonna throw a dagger on his spite. His last dagger. 17.
All right, I'll let that go. Go ahead, that hits.
6.
All right, again, it like foofs through his form and
Asmo's just
on the wall behind him.
There we go. That's it for Asmo.
Again, he seems to react to it, but it doesn't seem to do what you'd expect. Meanwhile, he's going to lift up his tornado tendrils again and start whipping them down on Twig.
Okay.
As a 22 to hit. All right. That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of acid damage as one of the tendrils comes whipping down on your central back.
14 total.
Yeah.
One second, let me do math real fast.
And the 4 points was acid damage for the sake of you protecting yourself from energy.
So, wait. Okay. Hopefully I did the math right here. I just did, like, on-the-fly math, and I'm not sure, but...
Yeah, it's 14 total with the half to the acid damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm still fine.
And he's going to swing down with another tendril on you. That is a 13 to hit. I'm assuming that misses. That will hit. Oh,
kitty.
man.
I'm a big kitty in it.
You are a big kitty.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of acid damage. So 9 total that time. And that's his turn.
I have
Wolfgang.
To roll 2 concentration checks.
Oh, go for it.
10, fine. Second one. Nope, down. I lose the acid resistance on the second attack.
All right, so after the second attack, not that it really matters, it was a 1, and you can't really round down from that.
Now. Yeah.
All right, you're that thin green energy that was surrounding your body seems to dissipate.
Constitution
and
rolls
it is
are
now
garbage.
Wolfgang's
It's so
turn.
sad.
Alrighty.
Do you not have to make them as the cat?
Well, I'm still maintaining concentration.
Gotcha, but it's a Constitution saving throw. Don't you use the physical stats of the animal that you are?
I don't know. I don't know, actually.
We'll rule it that we'll rule it that way in the future.
Yeah,
but
for now, it's not
we'll,
much of a difference, to be honest. Looking at the stats.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Use
Wolfgang
use the physical, not the mental.
Yeah. Either way, it's
Wolfgang. It is.
Either way, I would still fail anyway with that.
Yeah, your move, Wolfgang. You're all winged up like an archangel, flaming sword in hand. What do you do?
Gonna read something here. All right, I am going to take. You know what? This shouldn't be terribly bad.
I pressed the big red button.
Beep. No, I'm gonna try to draw him over here. I'm going to fire Requiem twice.
All right.
Requiem 1, 19.
That'll hit.
All right, that's gonna be. These are silver bullets, by the way, if that matters.
Silver, and you're using a magical weapon, so.
Yep. 11 piercing plus.
All right, as you fire that one, bam! A huge hole appears, like as he gets blasted through it. It's like one of those cartoon exit wounds as you're shooting through a cloud of smoke.
Plus 4 radiant damage.
Plus 4 radiant damage. All right, so that's 15. All right.
And then fire again. 21.
21 will also hit.
For 7 piercing.
And how much radiant damage?
It doesn't proc on the second one.
Oh, it doesn't proc on the second one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so that is...
I'm gonna scream to him, "Come over here, you coward!"
All right, you scream at him. Twig, it is your turn.
You great fart.
You big green fart.
Okay. I am going to go for a claw attack.
Go for it.
Find my roll here. 13.
13's going to miss as you're trying to swing at him, and he's getting shot at, so his form is shifting, so you can't quite get a good beat on him.
Okay. And I will end my turn.
All right, Asmo, you have one more button.
I pressed the button!
and the slats up top open up as the air starts cycling out. The gas that is pooled at the bottom begins sinking up the sides of the wall and pulling out. And you notice that Fumadin is also starting to get kind of dragged in the direction of some of the vents.
I wish I had a jar so I can get like a jar of Fumadin.
All right. Any bonus action or movement that you would like to make?
Jeez, you know what? No, Asmo's just gonna throw the cane to the ground after that.
Okay. All right, you drop the cane on the ground, and did you step forward there?
There's the wall of fire, don't forget.
Yeah, there's a wall of fire that's
I don't step
toasty.
Forward. Sorry.
Wee hot.
I forgot that.
Really, it's toasty.
It's a toasty.
Yeah, it's white hot fire, angel fire.
It's holy shit.
It's not hot!
Hot! Where am I?
There's no Hulkamaniacs here!
Before. There's no asthmomaniacs here!
All right. That's your turn. Fumadin has to make a strength save to try to keep himself in this room. Makes it. And he is going to attempt to pound down on Twig again, because Twig is still right there and being kind of nashy. As an 18 to hit. Wow, can't roll much poorer on 2d8s. That is 2 bludgeoning damage. Oh, wait, plus his majigger. Sorry, that's 7 bludgeoning damage. And 1 acid damage.
Whew, I'm still up.
All right, and he's going to swing down with another one. As a 21 to hit.
Hit.
And that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage and, 6 acid damage as you mini Mario.
It's gonna be 10 total to me. Ooh, I'm not looking so hot.
Alrighty, okay.
All right, that's his turn, though. Wolfgang, you're up.
All right, gonna try. I will fire twice more with Requiem.
All right.
20, soft 20.
Modified 20 will definitely hit.
Or 11 plus 4, 11 piercing plus 4 radiant.
15 total. All right. That is. Yeah, as it fires straight through what looks to be like a gaseous face, poof, turns into a donut as it starts to. The gas that you fire out the back begins to get sucked out of the room from the ventilation.
We'll fire once more. 12.
12 will miss. Anything else you care to do?
Could I bonus action reload?
Is that part of your gunslinger feat?
Gunslinger feat says I ignore the loading quality of my handguns, but you mentioned...
Oh, yeah. I said you can do it as a bonus action since it's a multiple loading thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, you can use bonus action.
All right, I will bonus action reload with silver bullets.
Throw them into the air and have them all land perfectly in the actual chamber.
Twig, it is now your...
All right. I am going to move back, and I'm going to cast Gust of Wind to trap him in this room. In this corner.
All right, for the record, there are 2 vents. I will mark them on the map for you, as that will probably have a effect on this.
Yeah, I want to block him from escaping via the vents.
The one vent is... Yeah, the one vent is right up here, and the other one is over here.
Okay. Then I will trap him, kind of like that way. Like in the corner of this room.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell to my companions,
Do not let him escape!
and I can't do anything other than that, so I'm just gonna
All right. Which way is the wind blowing?
It's blowing towards the wall, so it's kind of like sucking him into the wall.
Blowing. Okay, so it's pushing him back toward the wall.
It's not going to push him too forcefully where he's going to like...
Going this way?
Yeah, is it pushing towards Asmo or is it pushing towards...
It's pushing towards Asmo.
I guess it wouldn't be...
It's like kind of shoving him back where he was before, yeah.
Okay. He'll have to make a strength save on his turn
and I'm
then.
going to use my full movement to run over here.
All right. Asmo, you're up. As you're getting brushed in the face with a massive gust of wind.
Well, Asmo pulls out fire ant again, and Asmo's gonna run right at the cloud. Make sure I have enough distance for it. Yes, I do. Asmo runs right at him.
All right, you get... how far can you run?
I can run 30.
What's your movement? 30?
Yeah, 30.
5 feet of that is difficult terrain.
He still makes it. Yeah,
I think. Yeah, you just make it. All right, go ahead.
Asmo swings down with fire ant. 25.
Nice.
25 hits.
Fire damage. 8 fire damage.
8 magical fire damage as you see a searing path of gas just kind of ignites and burn away as you do so. That will be... And by punching at him, you take 5 acid damage.
And now I'm going to do knuckle shells. I'm going to punch the smoke with my knuckle, with my blaster knuckle.
All right, go ahead and throw your punch.
8.
You miss with the punch, and you kind of hear a sickening sizzle as you punch at him with these knuckles.
Okay. And that's it for my turn.
All right. Next up, it is Fumadin, who needs to make a strength save or be tossed towards the... failed it. A 13 fails that, yeah?
Oh, you ain't going nowhere.
Well, he's getting pushed this way. So, Asmo, as he passes through you, I need you to make a Constitution save real quick.
Alrighty.
He's pushed 15 feet, correct?
Yeah, he's going to get pushed 15 feet, but right now he's on top of Asmo. 17? That's a save, so you're only going to take half. You take 1 acid damage. As he gets pushed this way, he does interact with the fiery wall. So what save does he have to make with that?
Doesn't.
Oh, not a save. He's just in it. Okay.
The save is only for when I cast it initially. He takes 5d8 fire damage.
Woo! Without even touching it? Holy fuck.
That's a hot tamale.
As long as he's in my radius, shifts glasses.
All right, roll the 5d8. Holy
Targeted
shit.
his after image, not him. Perfect.
Ooh, I typed 5d asterisk. Hang on. 5d8. Each creature within 10 feet of the wall. Yep. Here we go.
Oh!
29 fire damage.
God damn, what a combo.
Woo!
29 fire damage.
And I believe, whenever you cast a spell that deals radiant or fire damage, I add my charisma to it, so, 33
What's your charisma modifier? I already did the other math.
4.
Okay. All right, he is not looking so hot. But that does mean he can now move out and try to swipe at you feebly, Wolfgang. He does have reach.
Ooh.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
And he's going to whip out at you one more time. Firewall is a constitution, or is a concentration, isn't it?
Yeah, it is concentration, yes.
So make the concentration check on that real quick.
16.
Let's see here, that was...
It's cut in half, so it's at least 10. Yeah.
You made that.
All right.
And the second one is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 15. 15 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 acid damage as the other one smacks you aside the face.
Ah.
So if you're still conscious, go ahead and make another Constitution save.
Barely.
Still there, but not feeling good.
7.
That's a failure. That wall of fire is gone.
Whatever. It did its job. Fuck. Oh, fucking hell.
It did do its job. It did a hell of a job. And since he can't quite escape this wall of wind, he's going to be trapped there. Since he is... It's essentially to him a prison right now. But he does have a movement still, and he is going to...
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Yeah, he's going to try to work his way back this way, but without any physical appendages, he's going to have trouble getting through that door back there. All right, that's his turn. Wolfgang, you're up.
Now, if I try to move away from him, because of his reach, will it proc opportunity?
Yes. Shit. He is within melee distance of you.
I have to disengage. I am going to fall back. Yeah, I'm gonna fall back 10 feet.
All right, you fly a little higher up and you fall back, and then slink down because that ceiling is domed.
Then
Any
I'm
bonus
going
actions?
I'm going to smack myself with healing hands to heal myself for.
Yeah, feel yourself all up and down.
I heal myself for 8.
8? I don't see that popping up here, or is that just a thing?
Oh, as an action, I can touch a desired creature, and it regains a number of hit points equal to my level. Which
Gotcha.
is 8.
Okay. All right then. Twig,
All right.
you're up.
Just imagine you doing
be
them all.
9
I'm going to
right now.
move one step forward to Wolfgang, and I'm going to also touch him as well. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Ooh. All hands on me.
You get healed for 17.
And it... Nice.
And as my bonus action, I am just going to focus on that wind wall and make sure he does not escape.
All right, Asmo, he's not trapped in... You're not trapped in there with him. He's trapped in there with you. What you gonna do?
Asmo just pretty much 2-finger guns and runs right at him again. Asmo pulls out Fire Ant, and he has Blaster Knuckle locked and loaded, ready to go.
All right, go for it.
Asmo swings down with Fire Ant. 13, miss.
Just gonna miss, yep.
Forgot I have 3 attacks, too.
You do have 3 attacks.
I swing again with Fire Ant another time. 26.
Nice.
26 will hit.
9
There's
fire
9
damage.
points of fire damage. Yeah, he is burning. He is like... As you cut across him with Fire Ant, it sears straight through, and a lot of this gas is beginning to dissipate in this wind wall here. He does not look like there's very much left to him at all. If a elemental could panic, this is what it would look like.
Starting to shake a bit. Well, Asmo has a Blaster Knuckle. He punches right for the heart of the green fog. Miss.
Natural 20!
Natural 20!
Oh my god!
Fuck!
Oh.
Are you just gonna unload this thing?
Yeah, all of it
Yeah.
at once.
Yeah.
Hit that motherfucker, Asmo.
5 plus 2 and
That's-
2 more. And how many more? I got 2 more gunshots, right?
You have 2 more knuckles as you pop
Oh
them
my
off.
god, yes.
2D.
Go ahead and roll the
It's 2d4 plus what times 2, right?
2d4 times 2.
12.
That's...
Okay, how do you want him to die?
Yeah.
I want Asmo to he's doing a Shoryuken, essentially. He slides in after the slice, he sees the slice right in between, and he goes right into the middle, and he punches the thickest part of the mist, and he pulls the triggers of the Blaster Knuckles, blowing him up from the inside.
Okay, so you slice down, and you see this face start to materialize in the mist as it looks back to you, and it realizes what's happening. Trapped between the wind wall, this fiery dagger, and now you're loading up, you're going in for a massive uppercut on that face, going straight in, and as you impact straight under what would be its chin, you let loose with that gun as you cock your wrist, and boom, just green mist everywhere. As he dissipates into the wind wall. From this, by the way, you take 5 points of acid damage from the attacks you did, but he is gone.
Above game, I did an erupting burning finger. I'm so fucking happy.
Oh my god. I am gonna...
With the help of...
That was really smart with the wind wall, because he definitely could have gotten away.
Seriously, galaxy brain tactics, Nidhi.
That combo... That combo fucked him up. Holy shit.
That ruined him.
Like Asmo's still like sitting there. Falls to one knee.
Asmo, make a perception check as you do so.
I hope we're real good on this one. Soft 20.
As you're looking down, you see the spot where he walked out. There seems to be a hole in the floor. About the size of the tip of that cane that you had.
Guys,
Asmo's tired, so he gestures over.
check this out. Wolfgang, grab the cane. I dropped it over there.
Yeah, I'll pick up the cane and I'll walk over. Fuck. Good job, Asmo.
That guy blew.
Shut up.
We still got the way up there, but look at that. The hole right there. Cane fits in there, right?
Do you...
Hey, I'm just saying, what do you think? I'm still kind of in it, dude.
Asmo's still like got his fist, like, I'm still good for another round. Asmo's all shaking.
Adrenaline pumping, fist shaking.
Yeah.
I'll look down. It looks like about the size of the cane, the hole.
Yeah, the tip. Like, you can fit the tip in there. It kind of, it's kind of like a pointed end to it, so it looks like it would fit. And at the very edge of the cane, it looks like, down where, like, the head of the cane is, it looks like there's almost like a gear formation on it.
It's like the reset. It's like a reset button on something.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost like the gears at the end of the cane almost look imperceptible if you weren't like trying to examine it, but it definitely looks like there's some gears at the tip of this cane.
Okay. I will put the tip of the cane into the hole.
All right, you slide it in, just the tip, and you hear a down at the bottom there. Seems like it's snugly. It fits snugly as you shove it in.
What happened?
And yeah, as you like feel the cane, it feels like there's like resistance, but it feels like you could either turn it left or right from here.
I will turn it left.
All right. As you do so, the wall that blocked your way slides back up to the ceiling, and in walks the Wraith.
You better watch out there, Wraith. I just exploded it, dude.
What happened? What happened to these people?
Dude,
Asmo just starts laughing.
the guy who was a really bad bird impression was actually a very angry cloud.
I see.
Humanist experiments have come to an end.
He leans down by the man that you shot unconscious.
Yeah.
He survived, actually. I was rolling death saving throws throughout all of that, and he got 3 wins. So, good for him.
Damn.
He's alive.
Good job, Blue.
You can't quite see what the Wraith is doing as he's basically one billowing cloud, but you can kind of see appendages like reach out, just like checking the vitals of this man.
This one will live. I can't say that these results are optimal, but thank you. You did a lot of good back here.
Asmo's just lying down.
You can hear
thumbs up.
Yeah, you can hear Garrick's kind of generosity, although definitely a somber tone kind of working its way through that magical voice modulator he has.
I wish there was more we could have done.
Well,
There's still more further on.
What? What do you mean more further on?
He points to that room. He points to the stairwell that you're standing behind.
Does it go
Whatever's
up or down?
back there.
It goes up.
Whatever's back there. That's where he's been hiding.
He's not around here no more. Because he's done.
Wolfgang will reach down and grab Fumadin's mask.
All right, you have the mask of Fumadin Flamoxide. It's pretty damaged from where you shot it. That's a pretty cool mask.
Does it look like unique? Like, would people know this is Fumadin's mask?
It is black, and it seems to have some like yellow trim to it. The goggle parts, although one of them seems to be shattered, like kind of cracked, are mirrored. They are definitely different from the normal looking.
Asmo grabs it out of Wolfgang's hand. Just snatches it.
Fine. Jesus.
Oh no. Scary face. I'll have to remember that.
Asmo slides into his back pocket.
Oh, Garrett.
He turns to you.
The Wraith.
Oh,
The
right.
Wraith.
The Wrath.
Everyone's dead.
You don't know that. These walls could
The
have ears.
ladies in the prison, they left through the sewers that you led us through. I had a rat help them out, so hopefully they've made it out. Do you have a way to send a message, maybe for someone to go and find them and collect them and make sure they're not super sick?
I will make sure that the proper authorities are alerted as soon as we get out of here. And please, do not call me by my real name. There are ears everywhere down here.
Whatever you say, the Wraith.
Asmo just kind of like nods.
He walks over to you, Asmo, and just kind of grabs you.
I have already had to do things that I did not wish to do because of you. Please.
Sorry. I let this all get to me. I'm sorry.
He lets go of your collar and offers a hand to kind of help you up.
Thanks. This was Fumadin's mask. And, snatched it from Wolfgang. I think I want this as a trophy. Or get it reworked so I have the mask. So I'm badass like you.
Gotta keep up somehow, huh?
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go check out what's inside.
Who wants to go first?
Oh, why not the Wraith? You're such a badass guy. Lead the way, Wraith.
If there are no objections.
Hey, whoever wants to volunteer for the traps being triggered.
Wolfgang motions in front of him. just his clothes and face sort of sizzling.
My ear's fallen off at this point, probably from the acid.
Tink.
Oh no, the acid has removed my body parts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so go for it.
The Wraith walks. The Wraith billows up the stairs and up to what appears to be a door, and he gives it a swift kick. And just making sure. Yeah, it flies open. And inside, you hear a couple of startled. What happened? Oh! And a bunch of people just kind of clamoring and trying to escape as the Wraith like storms into the room, and they all just kind of.
He was the right guy to send in, Wolfgang.
All right, do you guys follow him?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
These guys look like some of the workers here.
Yeah, as you walk in, these guys are definitely like they aren't as big as the normal guards that you've been seeing. Like they aren't built like that. They seem to be. They also seem to be wearing like more white than black. I guess what you'd call these guys would be like lab techs, and they're just kind of cowering in the corner with their hands over their heads, trying not to look directly at the Wraith.
I'll motion to Asmo, show him the mask.
Asmo's just kind of holding it up.
They're not looking up right now. They're trying to they're just staring at the ground. So you'd have to grab their attention.
Hey, boys.
You motherfuckers are in a lot of trouble.
Let's talk to Fumadin real fast here. Fumadin, what do you think?
And Asmo just slides the mask in front of his face.
You, as they say, or you'll end up like me.
please don't hurt us. Please. I was just trying to do my job.
I bet that's what the people said. You were poisoning.
And Asmo just slaps one of them on the back of the head.
All right. Yeah, you smack him on the back. I'm sorry, please. They would have killed me.
Oh, they would have, wouldn't they? I believe that, but remember this. Right now, we could kill you.
Asmo puts his sword right to the guy's neck.
But we're not going to. Because we're not monsters, and remember that, and keep your eyes down. And you tell the police everything. Do you understand me?
Roll intimidation with advantage.
I pull out rope.
18.
Yeah, I will. I promise. Please. I'll do whatever. Please.
Good. You made a mistake, but you can make amends. But you can never forget what you did.
And Asmo pulls the cold steel away from his neck.
The man's wet himself.
Good.
Like Otacon style.
Excellent.
Aw, he's marking his territory. That's cute.
I'm gonna tie up their back of their hands.
All right, go ahead and see. I believe using rope is a dexterity check.
Oh boy.
I'll help.
With
10.
advantage.
I'm not doing anything special. I'm just wanting to tie up their hands behind their back. Like that's it.
Yeah, that's fine. They don't seem in a hurry to run anywhere right now.
Asmo takes a gander around the room.
All right, you see that Garrett has approached what appears to be it seems to be a thick black door. And around the rest of the room, you see tables, lots of vials full of various chemicals. There are candles in this room, and torches, so it's better lit than that cistern you were fighting in. And you see what appear to be a bunch of research notes. One door that seems to lead to what appears to be an office. You're guessing that was where Fumadin stayed. And then there's the door that Garrett is looking in, which is some thick, heavy, leaden door.
I'm gonna give you a wild guess and assume that whatever is behind this door is something of note.
Asmo just kind of taps on it.
Yeah, it makes a clong clong kind of noise.
Before that,
I imagine you're right.
Before that, did you check out the office yet?
Not yet, but I don't think it's going anywhere.
Come on, it's all about them papers. We need to make that paper.
Something tells me that there's something important behind this door.
There appears to be a lock on it.
How big is the lock?
It looks like a complicated lock. It's not necessarily big, but it's definitely not like a standard padlock that you just pop open.
It might be good to perhaps take time a little bit and maybe have some other people who are good at doors looking at doors.
Nah, I'm gonna go rummage through his office and find a key and bust in there and take whatever I want.
Asmo just kind of walks into the office, starts rummaging through.
I slowly pan over and I look at Garrett and I go,
if he dies, he dies.
He just kind of he just kind of nods. You see the eyes kind of bob a little bit from the shadowy, misty form. He works his way back over to the tied up lab techs.
That door. Do you have the key?
I mean, the boss normally does. Asmo, go ahead. As you work your way into this, what appears to be office/private laboratory with a few various vials. One appears to be, there's a bunch of vials full of various liquids of varying colors and luminosities. And a desk that's just scattered with paperwork. There appears to be a coat rack with a couple of different jackets on it and smocks.
Yeah, it's a creatives room, so it's very messy.
Yeah, it's a creepy creatives room. Like there's a whole bunch of
Or Asmo starts opening drawers.
All right, investigation.
Oh, it's my -1 stat. 12.
As you're digging through here, the things of note that you happen to come across would be there are definitely stacks of paper that you note with dates that are relatively recent. So you kind of set those aside. You don't have much of a mind for what's on them, but maybe somebody else does.
Making a stack of them. Nah, these are crimes. Just a pile of crimes.
Yeah, go ahead and note Fumadin's lab notes to your inventory.
Fumadin lab notes. Alrighty.
And you have the various colored vials seem to catch your attention. One of them is that pinkish gas that was, like, you can tell that it's dense because it's kind of hanging near the bottom of the bottle that it's in.
Is it
there's
corked?
Yes. And there is, but even if it wasn't, it wouldn't flow out unless you turned it upside down or broke it or something.
Oh, it's a liquid form of the smoke.
Well, it's just a very dense gas. It hangs low.
I see.
Yeah, and the one of the vials catches your attention as it's like this glowing green gas. Not the type of green that Fumadin was, but this seems to be almost kind of luminescent, and it's in a special case. Like, it appears to be in a glass box all its own.
What is all of this, Fumadin? Smoky boy, you.
What color is that?
The glowing, glowing green gas.
Asmo takes both of them.
Okay. There appears to be a mechanism that's between you and opening up this glass-looking box that the vial is in.
Ooh. I can take the pink one, though, right?
Yeah, the pink one's easy to take. You can also take one that looks like it's blue and one that looks to be red. The red actually looks more familiar. The red was the type of gas that was spewing out everywhere when you had your trip.
All right, vials. I got pink, red, and blue.
Yeah.
What does the mechanism look like?
It looks to be some sort of a locking mechanism. There's a few gears in it.
Am I not finding a key at anywhere?
Whatever key would open it seems to be very non-traditional. It seems to be like a round shape that you're unfamiliar. Like you wouldn't
Is it the size
have
of the
seen
cane?
a key like this.
Is it the size of the cane?
It might be.
Yo! Hey! Wolfgang!
Oh, yeah?
Come over here with the cane.
I walk over.
Hey, shove the cane in that hole there. Turn it.
All right, you crank it open, and sure enough, that unlocks the box, and you hear a psst as the case slides open.
Don't breathe this in.
Well, that's why I'm still wearing the gas mask.
Yep. And as it opens, I want you to make a Constitution check.
Check, not saving.
Check?
Throw.
Check.
7.
Okay. And Wolfgang?
17.
Asmo, as that opens up, even though you don't take a breath in, you start to feel a little lightheaded as you stare at this green vial.
Asmo pockets the vial as well. Puts
You grab it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, make a Constitution save.
Natural 20!
Oh, shit.
All right, you just pink and put it in your pocket. Okay.
Is it sealed?
So you have this glowing green gas in your pocket.
Is it sealed?
Yeah, it's corked, and the cork over the top also appears to have wax poured over it.
I grabbed the smoke and I put it in my pocket,
I was about to say, he just grabs a handful of smoke and puts it in his pocket.
Yeah, it is a sealed vial, but it has a weird feel to it. Like while it's in your pocket, it feels warm.
Oh boy, I hope it's not radioactive.
Do you want the robot to take
Anyway.
it, maybe?
You gotta. Okay, I can't say anything. That's.
Sorry, not the metagame.
Asmo's not thinking of that. Asmo kind of walks up with all the vials.
Well, that was interesting. Look at this. We got all kinds of colors. Pink, red, blue, this green one that makes me feel weird and dizzy when I hold on to it.
The lackeys mentioned that Fumadin had the key to this door, but I haven't managed to find it.
Oh, it's
Did you find a key in there?
It's the cane.
Oh, well, that would do it. Please.
Wolfgang, if you'd be so kind, what's behind this door number 1?
All right.
I will unlock it.
All right, you insert the cane into the hole that's in that door, and sure enough, and then with the cane, you can kind of slide the door open. Inside, as you open it up, like a few torches strike in the room. Basically, like there's some sort of mechanism on the wall that's dragging flint across these torches to light them up.
Neat.
Yeah, and as you're looking in there, you see a black shape at the end of a table, manacled to this table, that seems to look up. Its entire body appears to be clad in this thick, black wrapped material. You can't quite make out what it is. Eyes have goggles on, and there is another box at the center, near his spot on the table, that is just a big black box sitting in front of this being.
Is he gagged?
He does not appear to have a mouth hole, no.
Asmo walks over and pulls off the thing on his face.
All right, it's basically like this thick wrap. As you touch it, it kind of feels a little gritty as you start trying to peel away at this material. It's very like rubbery sort of leather that has this kind of like gritty dust to it as you're peeling it off.
Oh fuck, he's into that stuff, huh?
Yeah, it looks like the world's worst gimp suit.
Oh my god, he covered him in Flex Seal.
Oh my god.
Kind of. But yeah, you start to peel away at this stuff, and as you peel away the face, you see the ragged face of a very old man.
Are you here to help me?
Yes.
I recognize him, right?
Yeah, very vaguely, but yes. This man seems very weathered and very old.
Were you the man who sold me potions?
Potion? I am a great crafter of potions. Yes, that's right. I had a practice. My name is Jeffrey Jefferson. I don't know how long I've been here.
A while. Jeffrey Jefferson, we're here to rescue you.
They made me work with horrible things. Terrible things.
Okay, Jeffrey, I know you had a rough time, but I gotta ask.
Asmo points at the box.
What's in the box?
A horrible stone, said to drain the life from anyone who goes near it. This material that I'm wrapped in appears to be the only thing that protects me, and I'm not sure how much it does. But if I didn't work, I would soon.
What color is it?
A bright green.
Asmo just realizes what happened. Is he tied to a chair?
He has a pair of manacles on with a chain that seems to go through a loop on this full solid metal table.
Wolfgang, break these chains now!
Asmo pulls out the green vial and places it on.
No! Don't bring that near me. As you take it out of your pocket, I need Wolfgang and Asmo to make Constitution saves.
I'm giving advice to the people going to jail. I'm like, first thing you got to do is punch the biggest guy in there.
10.
And Jeffrey. Okay. Wolfgang, you take what feels to be like 4 points of burning damage. And as Jeffrey looks at it, his eyes go pale milky white. No!
I'll shove the vial back into Asmo's pocket.
Shit's poisonous outside of the vial!
It's a terrible thing. They made me They made me work with it.
Shh. You're gonna be fine now.
Get him out of here. We need to leave this.
Yeah,
I can't see.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
Did I just blind him?
He rolled a nat 1.
No! I blinded Jeffrey.
Rafe.
Yeah, he slides in around the corner.
Get in here and help me with these chains.
Yeah, he gets over to you.
You're going to be all right, sir.
Who are you?
And he lifts up his hand. You can kind of see as he's moving his hand, there's a kind of a stick at the end of it, kind of like a tonfa, and he punches straight down at one of the chains. And as he punches down, you hear a massive pop, and the chain just kind of shatters where he punches it.
Get him out of here.
Was it just the one chain?
Yeah, it was one chain that went through a central loop on the table. The chain was connecting his hands.
Gotcha, I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to lift him up onto my shoulder and I'm going to carry him out of the room.
Hey,
Twig, is there anything you can do for him?
He seems very light and malnourished, despite the thick wrap of this material all around him.
Well, I could heal him with a spell. I do not know if that will help with the eyeball thing.
Do what you can. I think we're done here anyway.
The church will help him.
In the meantime, though,
I will cast Cure Wounds at level 1 on him. For 11.
All right.
Wow.
Garrett.
Max.
Woo! All right. That appears to put a little bit of life into him, though he's definitely still malnourished. Not as much as the people that you found in the cages, but you can tell that they haven't been treating him very well here. So, yeah, you have him over your shoulder, and Garrett looks at you, Asmo.
Whatever that thing is, you need to leave it here until we can find somebody to collect it properly.
Asmo just rips off a piece of his cloak, and Asmo closes his eyes and pulls out the green vial.
Pulling it out, you need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah. 21.
And Garrick. Both saves. Okay.
And Asmo places it on top of the piece of fabric and walks out.
All right, so you leave it on the table in here?
Put it on the table right beside the box.
Okay. That works out. So you have the glowing green tube in there next to this box that also seems to have a locking mechanism on it. And you decide to leave the room? Or are you...
Yes.
What
I mean, is there anything else in this room?
The guys we have tied up. I'm going to escort them.
Well, that's the other room. That's the main lab room.
Right.
Yeah, this room is Jeffrey's room.
Anything else in Jeffrey's room that I can see?
Just that big black box in front of Jeffrey's station and the table.
I'm going to adhere to his warning, and Asmo's going to step out of the room.
All right, and lock the door with the cane so nobody else will have a chance to get in, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Is Asmo feeling okay?
You feel a little dizzy, but you don't, you can't tell if it's the adrenaline or if you actually were affected by anything.
Whatever that is, we have to... Who do we tell about that?
It'll have to be the higher guards. I'm not sure which ones can entirely be trusted, but... surely if, these men are brought in and they testify, things will move.
Let's get out of here.
You too. And motions to the tied up guys.
Yeah, they're just very quiet and just trying to keep their eyes closed, not making eye contact with you or even looking at your faces.
The people that were running away in those cells. They had some kind of disease.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Now. I know what it is now. Fuck.
Is there an antidote?
We don't know. We weren't told to make one of those.
Wolfgang just looks at his arm and just senses there's something wrong.
It itches a little.
Oh my... Can I say something above game real fast?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think we're done here.
All right, you escort these guys out. There don't appear to be many left to put up a fight outside at all. You attempt to help the one test subject that survived your brawl out as well. There's a large amount of people here that will need assistance getting out. But the ones that are most damaged are definitely the ones that need to go first. So, yeah, you take some time, escort people out to what appears to be safety and tying up those that need to be tied up. And sooner rather than later, the authorities get to where they need to be and start rounding people up just outside. You see people going in and walking out with these materials and notes and all this stuff as you stand away, just kind of watching all of this unfold as Garrett stands next to you.
I'm glad we went in when we did.
Why's that?
Imagine what could have happened if we waited. How many more would be gone? How much worse it would be.
I can only hope it ends here, for this at least, but... the green stuff, I didn't... Above it being menacing, there's something I've never seen before.
Well, hopefully the information that Mr. Jefferson will be able to provide once he's back on the up and up will assist us in finding a way to save everybody else.
I think I fucking blinded him, dude.
It's not your fault. You don't know what it is. You don't know. It could have been anything.
Dude, I touched it. I was in the room with that thing. I put that vial in my pocket.
Well,
I'm worried.
Just keep a lookout, I guess. Take care of yourself, Asmo.
Try my best, Wraith.
I should get going. They're probably calling in all hands for this. I should get home.
Last thing you wanted someone going, you ever noticed how the Wraith and Garrett is never in the same place at the same time?
No, we went through that already. I don't need that again.
What was your excuse?
You came in dressed as me, remember?
Oh, right. Oh my god.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm lightheaded right now. Forgive me, dude. I blew up a dude. I'm melting people.
I'm sure it's been a long day. You should all go get some sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you. We did a lot of good today.
I hope it's worth it.
And we stopped a lot of bad.
Yeah, well, I hope it's worth it.
It's always worth it.
Why the hell?
He says, pointing over to the women that are being comforted by the guards right now, the ones that you guys helped escape. And there's a little rat sitting on one of their knees, just nibbling on the rest of an acorn.
I turn to Wolfgang. Wolfgang, do you have a ration? Do you have something on you?
Let me check.
A walnut would be tops. Almonds, second best. Perhaps maybe even like a piece of meat or something.
I have a quarter of a flask of whiskey.
That would kill him instantly, so no.
Garrett kind of like nods to you and says his goodbyes for the evening.
Take care. Until next time.
And he wanders off.
Like a wisp.
Wolfgang takes the flask and rips the cork off with his teeth and just pours some into his
No, that's
mouth.
poison!
Yeah, the night is starting to give way to dawn as you're standing out here watching all of this unfold. You've been up for a very long time, and you are, aside from Twig, all feeling very tired.
Yeah.
And as the sun begins to crest over the mountain, or seems to give glow behind the mountain, I feel like this is as good a place as any to to end this session.
Oh my god.
Well, that's all for this week, but worry not, my friends, because there is more to come, and you can catch the show live Mondays at 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time over on twitch.tv/Lanipator or the following day on youtube.com/Lanipator. That's Lanipator. And of course, you can always subscribe to the podcast feed 100% free of charge. Thanks for rolling with me, and I'll see you next time.